Hi guys and welcome back to today's video. So today I'm stood in my dressing gown in the kitchen. I've got you on the coffee pod holder. It's the only place I've got to stand you up really because I haven't got a tripod at the minute. I just wanted to film a quick video about a life update really because I haven't posted too many times recently. If you've seen, I posted my 5-month update for Esme the other day, and obviously in the video she pulled her tube out. So before that I don't think I've posted much at all. I used to post pretty much every other day mostly. I wasn't set to that schedule, but I just started posting every other day and sometimes every 2 days or something like that. But the past couple of weeks I've only posted once or twice a week. So I just wanted to kind of address that and talk about things that have been going on in my life and talk about what's been happening more recently. So yeah, I'm just in my dressing gown today. I don't know if I said that. My hair's just, I've only just took my hair down, so it's not done. My face isn't done. Nothing's done. I really can't bother to get dressed today, but we're going to go to a baby group probably, so I might get dressed. Who knows? I don't know if we'll go. Can't be bothered. Basically the past week or so I've just really lost my motivation. Esme's just been really hard. Like it's not Esme's fault, obviously. It's just being a parent in general. It's just been really hard the last 2 weeks. Obviously if you don't know already, Esme's got additional medical needs as well. So she's got PA Robin sequence, cleft palate and NG tube as well. So life is really hard as a parent, especially when your other half goes to work all day every day. Obviously it's nice to have that time for myself with Esme, and I think at the beginning of my channel you saw that he went back to work after furlough, and I was really happy. It was nice for me and Esme to have that time to herself, but over time it's just got really difficult. She got into a stage where she was literally napping every couple of hours, and she was literally napping for like an hour or 2 hours at a time, and it was so nice. I could just sit down and actually eat my lunch to myself or do something, just be myself, like get my jobs done and actually have time for myself. Whereas the past probably 4 weeks or so, it's just not been like that at all. Esme's naps are literally non-existent. When she does nap, it's literally for 20 minutes. She has one nap in her cot in the morning. She's not even had that today, but she has one nap in the morning in her cot, which is like 20 minutes long, and I literally brush my teeth, get dressed, and then that's it. The rest of the day she either naps on me or she only naps if we're going in the pram or in the car. So it's just, there's just no chance of getting anything done. Like it seems like at the weekend when Sam's here or something, like if he lets her nap on him, she literally naps like an hour at a time, and it's me, but I just don't have the time for that. I have to do washing, I've got like nappies to stuff, all sorts of stuff like that. I have to cook myself lunch, I have to make her food, I have to sterilise the bottles, I have to pump as well. I exclusively express my breast milk, so if I don't pump she doesn't feed. So obviously I've got a massive freezer stash, but I can't just keep skipping feeds. It's literally, well, originally I was pumping like 8 or 9 times a day. If you watch my exclusively pumping video, I literally pump like every 3 hours. Since Sam's been back at work, my pumps have just dropped and dropped and dropped. It's got to the point now where I literally pump in the morning. So today I pumped at like 7 AM, and now I'm not going to pump till 5 PM because that's when Sam comes home. Sometimes I do use my LV pumps, but they're just driving me nuts. They're so hard to put, like it literally takes me 20 minutes to get them to work, and then when they're working, like sometimes one of them works, one of them doesn't work. So I literally pump on one side, and then all the time I put it in the other breast, it doesn't work. So I don't know what's wrong with them, they're just not working at the minute. So I've not been pumping at all in the day, so I'm literally going all day without pumping. I need to let a dog out. Okay. So obviously in a way, like that kind of gets me down because I kind of blame myself. I just blame myself that I don't have time, or that I feel guilty that I'm not pumping, or as soon as Sam gets back I have to pump. I feel like I miss out on so much, and recently I know it shouldn't, or if it's really getting me down I should just stop, but I just don't want to stop. Like it's not fair that the way I'm feeling is going to stop Esme having breast milk. I don't know, like it's just a massive mind game really. It's just making me feel really down about things like that. So it just feels like it's stressing me out a lot, whereas it's not actually stressing me out, it's me stressing myself out about it. Because I've got plenty of milk, I've got loads in my freezer, and no matter what I do I keep expressing and I keep getting enough. I'm not really using my freezer stash. I've only used recently like the colostrum and stuff because that needed using up because it's been for 6 months. but I've literally never used my freezer stash. I've donated loads, so I don't know why I get myself stressed out, but I just do, and I can't help it. But yeah, so that's one thing that's been getting me down recently. It's just feeling like I don't have the time, because obviously Esme tube feeds, so I sit her in her chair to tube feed, and then by the time I've like tidied up or sterilised the bottles or made myself lunch or something, she's crying to get out of her chair, and then I don't have time to pump. It's just impossible. And then obviously with lockdown, I'm not really getting much help. No one can really help anyway, because Esme's tube fed, so we don't really get any help. And then if my mum pops over, or if we do get help, because we are allowed to have support now in the new rules, so because Esme is under 1, we're allowed to form a bubble, and then also because Esme has a disability, we're allowed to form a bubble because of that too. So we are allowed to form a bubble, which is helpful, but at the same time it doesn't make a difference for us, because we can still see our parents, but as much as they want to help, they can't, because Esme is tube fed, so the maximum anyone can help for is 2 hours. And obviously people don't just want to take her for 2 hours, or people don't just want to come around and sit with Esme while I go and do my job. They want to sit with me and have a cup of tea as well. Come on now. Also, it feels like the dogs are really neglected lately. Like, I feel really bad for them because they haven't really been on any walks because it's so cold. By the time Sam gets back from work, it's literally dark, and obviously, like I said, I rush upstairs and pump, and then it's pitch black and we want dinner and Esme needs feeding. We just haven't had time to walk them, and I physically can't take them outside in the day by myself with Esme, because if she goes in the pram, they pull too much, and then if she is in the sling, I don't really think I could bend down and pick up any poo, or it's just not easy at all. So hopefully we're going to go on a few walks this weekend with them, because it's not fair otherwise. Sometimes I do meet my mum for a walk with the dogs, but like I said, I can't really do it by myself at all. So that's something that's getting me down. And then in the mornings, obviously the dogs get up out of bed and they want attention, and what I try and do first thing in the morning is get Esme in her chair, and then I will sit and pump next to her, so she feeds in her chair and I'm sitting and pumping. And I've like fed the dogs and stuff, but they're literally barking for attention, and they bark and bark and bark. And my neighbour, if she hears them bark, she will literally complain. So I stress myself out the fact that they're barking, but I really can't help them, because I can't like stop them barking because I'm trying to pump and I'm busy, and they're literally just barking because they want my full attention. And obviously I can't really do that. So I don't know. That's something that stresses me out on a daily basis, every day of the week apart from weekends. What else? I think lately as well, I've really lost my mojo. Like, I've not wore, if you've seen my videos, I've not worn makeup for like months now. I just can't be bothered. Like, I'm not going anywhere, and when I do go anywhere, you wear masks, and my face is literally so spotty. Like, literally as soon as one spot's gone, literally I'm getting about 10 more, and I think it's because of the masks and stuff like that as well, and obviously sleep, and I don't know, like, it's just not working. So I just can't be bothered with that. And my hair, I literally just plait it and then wear it up or down. I just don't really care anymore. So I was sat in the bath last night and just thinking, like, I just feel really fed up with the way I look or the way I act. So I'm thinking about joining Slimming World again. I don't know, but then I'm thinking, like, the groups aren't even on, so would I even pay £5 just to have an online consultant or something? What's the point? I have got all my books somewhere from when I did it before I got pregnant with Esme, so if I can find them, I'm going to think about joining Slimming World or trying to do it by myself at home. I've also got a cookbook here that was underneath one of my other cookbooks, which I forgot I had. So this is the Veggie Deluxe, because obviously, like I said before, I used to be a vegetarian for like 7 years. So this is the Vegetarian Slimming World book. So I'm thinking about starting cooking things when I'm like this. I know that Sam wants to as well, so I'm going to hopefully start doing stuff like that and make myself feel a bit better, because I just feel like I haven't lost the baby weight. I just feel like I'm massive. You okay? She's choking on a biscuit. You alright, baby? So I think that part of it as well is my body confidence. I don't feel confident in myself, so that's obviously affecting my mood and things like that. So I think everything is just kind of joined together, and I just need to sort some things out to make myself feel a bit better, and obviously take action and do something about it. But obviously that's easier said than done. I suppose another thing as well is, like I said before, the nap. So Esme is sleeping really well at night. Most nights she's literally going down at like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, and she sleeps through till about anywhere between 5 and 8 in the morning. It just depends. And sometimes she'll have a feed at like 6 in the morning, go back to sleep till like 7 or 8, which is amazing. Like, I'm so grateful that she's sleeping that, but I feel more tired than ever. I feel like the longer I sleep at night, the more tired I am, and I just don't want to get out of bed in the mornings. Obviously Sam gets up and goes to work, and sometimes I'm awake when he goes to work, sometimes I'm not, and when he gets up and goes, I don't want to get out of bed. When Esme's crying in the morning, I'm just like, oh, please, like, no, I do not want to get out of bed. I don't know if it's because I just feel really down about the weather or the lockdown, like I'm not doing anything, there's nothing to do, no one to see. I feel like it's just really getting me down lately, and I've got nothing to get up for. Obviously I do get up every day because of Esme, and I don't stop doing that, but that's just another thing that's getting me down really. And I think with nighttime as well, Esme goes down so late at night because our dietitian basically said that she feeds 3 hourly in the day and that we can't really change that. She said that we could get rid of the night feeds if Esme sleeps through, but she has to have the 3 hourly feeds, and her last feed is like 9 o'clock at night, or anywhere between 7:30 and 9:30 at night. It just depends when her last feed was, because every feed starts from when she wakes up. So if she wakes up at 7, then the next feed would be 3 hours after that. But if she didn't wake till like 8, then her feed will be like 3 hours after that. So if her first feed in the morning is like 9 in the morning, her last feed at night is 9 at night, and that's really late considering the feed takes at least half an hour, and then she's got to get to sleep after that. And last night she was literally like shouting in her bed. Not even like, it did get to a point where she was screaming and crying, but she was just shouting at like 10:30, 11 o'clock, and she just did not want to go to sleep. So I did give her some Calpol in the end, because I think it is a phase with teeth, and it gets to a point where every night now she's literally waking and screaming, and it's like constant waking us up over and over. Although she does go back to sleep and she is sleeping through, she's still waking that many times. And I think for us as well is we don't have an evening together. Me and Sam don't sit down, we don't eat dinner together, we don't have time together, because by the time we are dinner, Esme doesn't want to be in a chair, she wants to be held. So one of us is watching the other one eat, or, you know, like we do put her in a high chair, but by the time she's too tired, she doesn't want to sit in a chair and eat. And we do try and eat early. We have dinner at like 5:30, 6 o'clock at night, so it's not really late. But she doesn't want to be sat in a chair, she doesn't want to. She wants to sit on her lap and she wants to see what we've got. She doesn't want her own food, even if she's got the same thing. I don't know if other people have experienced that, but yeah, that's what's happening. So also I think the fact that we don't have the evening is getting me down. So me and Sam never get to watch something by ourselves. So the other night I've got the new Mulan on DVD that I really want to watch. So Sam put it on for me because it was early enough, and literally between the dogs barking and Esme like crying and feeding. Wait a minute. Between the dogs crying and Esme feeding, I literally had no time to watch that. I just said to him, I can't even hear a word that's being said. It's okay. Be right back. So I can't remember where I was, but I was basically saying the only thing that's... No, wait. In the evenings, obviously, by the time Esme goes to bed, she has her last feed at like 9 o'clock at night. There's no evening. Sam gets up at work at like 6 in the morning, and when he doesn't start early for work, he goes running. So he literally has no time. Like in the evenings, we don't stay up that late. We stay up till like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, and then I have to pump at like 10 p.m. before I go to sleep. So we just have an evening, and it's not even like anyone could just take her for the night to sleep overnight, because no one can tube feed her. So I don't know why my phone sometimes like flashes. I don't know what it is with the screen, but yeah. So not that I'm complaining at all, because I absolutely love Esme and I wouldn't change anything about her. I absolutely love everything about her. I love being a mum. It's just hard. I think people will feel me on that, and people would have experienced the same sort of thing. But being a mum is really hard, and then obviously adding to the mix medical needs as well, like all the appointments, the stress of not knowing when Esme's next going to pull out her tube, or not knowing how long she's going to be tube fed for. I guess for me as well, the uncertainty of how I'm going to manage going back to work, who's going to have Esme when I'm back at work, how is like the nursery, how are they going to cope with her? Is she going to be safe in the nursery? Because obviously if another kid pulled out her tube, or if, say for example the other day when she pulled out her tube, we had to wait like 3.5 hours for the nurse to come and replace it, she misses her feed and then she just screams. How are the nursery going to manage that? Obviously she's getting older and she's getting stronger, but she's still going to be tube fed. I don't know when she's going to get rid of that tube. It doesn't seem like any time soon. She's literally not taking enough by mouth at all. So there's so many things going through my head. Like, we're going to be in tier 3 till at least the 16th of December. What Christmas is that? Like, this is Esme's first Christmas. I wanted to be going to see Santa, and I wanted to go see the lights, and we're just not going to be able to do that. And I just think it's really unfair that she's been born in this time. But then again, if she wasn't born in this time, I really think that everyone's mental health in our family would have plummeted. Like, she's kept us all going. She's been such a little magical star. Are you spitting biscuit out? She's been so helpful, like just keeping us going, and just that little bit of positivity that we've all been looking for, really. I suppose recently as well, like there's other things with Esme. So obviously her surgery, I'm really worried about that. Recently we were told that she had a hole in her heart, so that's not going to cause her any issues, but I'm just, obviously that's a worry as well, like what's going to happen in the future for her. Is it going to heal by itself? I know they said that it's pretty normal, and well, not normal, but it's quite common in babies and stuff like that. We're just waiting to see whether they're going to rescan that when she has a surgery or when she has further appointments. I don't know about that, but yeah, I think this video is very moany, but I guess it's just something how I've been feeling. And I was just lying in bed this morning thinking I just wanted to come on and just tell you guys what's been going on, and see if anyone's got any advice or anyone's been going through the same sort of thing. Like, part of me today is just really thinking not to go to this baby group. Esme's just been so cry, like I said, and the past couple of weeks in the daytime she's so clingy. Obviously I love it because I love hugging her and stuff like that, but I just can't get anything done, and I really just crave a day to myself. And I know that sounds so selfish because I'm a mum and I can't really do that, but I just crave to either go out for a lunch date with my friends or sit and do something for myself, and you know, not have to think, oh, my mum's got Esme or my husband's got Esme, and I feel really bad that they've got her, because I know that it's Sam's weekend too, and he should be able to spend time by himself and do what he wants to do. But then I've got Esme Monday to Friday, and I'm not doing anything that I want to do. So it's just swings and roundabouts, really. And I just feel guilty about anything and everything. And I think that's quite normal, but I don't know. So hopefully, now I've got all that off my chest, I'm hoping for a bit of a better day. Maybe we will get ready and go to our baby group. Esme's already dressed. She's wearing this lovely little romper. She's got a dressing gown on now. So it's this lovely little romper from Asda. My mum bought this yesterday. And it's got a frilly bum. I don't know if you can see. And then she's got these tights on. This is 6 to 9 outfit. It came with the tights, but the tights are massive. But I just really wanted to wear it because it's nice and cosy. It's quite like velvety, so it's quite wintry, quite cute. Yeah. So I don't know how I'm going to get ready either, but I'm going to go try get ready upstairs, put Esme on a bumbo or something, and get myself ready, and then see where the day takes us. See you later. Bye, guys.